Hey everybody, James Yeager with Tactical Response. Thanks for watching. As promised, I've been busy. I'm sorry for the delay. It's much too long, but I promised to follow up on my P.A.C.E video. If you remember from the first video, P.A.C.E, the acronym, Primary, Alternate, Contingency, Emergency. And I want to talk to you about some of my plan. I don't give everything away. I got to keep a few secrets, but I'm going to tell you about some of my plan. So as an example of P.A.C.E for communication, for me, begins with cellular telephone. If you do not have the Signal app, the Signal app is the most secure way to text communicate between folks. Signal app. Next, I have the Spot. This is a Gen 3 Spot, and this has been replaced, but this is still a good thing. This is still a good thing. So with the Spot, you have pre-recorded emails to whoever you want it to go to. So let's say on my emails, they go to my wife, to Marilyn, to Joey, my son-in-law, to my daughters, whatever. Okay, so whenever I hit a button, the corresponding button, it sends a corresponding message. And so one of the buttons is I'm okay. Like, you know, so if I was hiking or whatever, I click okay. Now when it sends that email out, it also sends a Google Map link, so anybody can click on that link and see exactly where I was when I sent that. It has a tracking one if you want to track whatever. And then it has two that are covered up because they're super important. One is got two hands, like a helping hand there. And so that means I need help. Again, a pre-recorded message. And so mine says, hey, I'm not injured, but I need help. And it gives examples. Maybe my car's broken down, or I've been arrested, or whatever, but this is where I'm at. This is where I was here when I pressed the button, see what's up. Then there's the one that says SOS. Now, if you buy the service, it's pretty reasonable. Then it will send rescue, like up to, and if you buy the service, it covers up to $100,000 of your rescue costs. Now, this is a satellite communicator. It means it works anywhere in the world that you have, a view of the sky. Somebody's going to come on here, well, it doesn't work in Paraguay or what? Practically speaking, this works everywhere on the face of the earth that you would be, a human would be, and need help. And so, but this is a monthly service for this. In the scheme of the world, relatively inexpensive. If you do hiking and all that stuff, you really got to have something like this. Okay, working the outback, whatever, you really got to have something like this. This has been replaced. I'm still keeping this as far as this going to be going another bag as another spare satellite communicator. The next one is the Spot X. Spot X does everything this one does, all the buttons and all that, the same, help me, track me, SOS, all that. But as you can see, it has a screen and a keyboard, and it will also send texts. And it'll send texts to any phone. Now, if the grid goes down, imagine cell phones quit working. So if you know somebody else that has the capability of sending or receiving a satellite text, then you can communicate with them even if the grid goes down. Okay? It takes a while for the text to go through. It's not like a phone, blue, out in a second. It's got to be exposed to the sky. It's got a little stand it comes with to help you with that. Boop, 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 a little stand so you can stand it up on somewhere. But I think it took 10 minutes to send the text. Now, by the cell phone standard, like, oh my God, what's going on? But send it into fucking outer space. Give it a minute, right? So, communicates with any phone, any cell phone, any phone that can get a text. And when the grid goes down, any other similar product. So, primary cell phone, alternate was one of the Spots. These are reasonable price. The monthly subscription of this, I believe you will find it to be reasonable. Next is the most expensive option I have is a Iridium satellite telephone. So it'll text, it'll even do data, but it's like at dial-up speed through a satellite. So it's like data in that respect. But that's what size it is. And there's other adapters for batteries and hooking up to outside. Like if you're in an armored car, it won't work through the car, so external antennas, or even a regular car won't work through. So this will call any phone. This will do text. If you have one of these, it'll text to this and back and forth, even when the grid goes down. If you know other people that have Iridiums, if you're an alumnus and you have an Iridium, send me your Iridium number. We'll start connecting with these things. This is the most expensive. This one, I don't have the other price memorized, but this is not that much. This is the minimum plan is what I have. It is $61 a month, and I get X amount of minutes and X amount of text. No, they don't roll over. Of course not. That would be that wouldn't work. But the reason I keep the minimum is because it will bill me for additional minutes. So all I need it to be is on. I'll pay the fucking bill. If I need to use this in an emergency, I'll pay the fucking bill. So that's what's up with that. Link below. Just go to my Amazon store. You don't have to buy it through my Amazon store, but go down to the link below for the Amazon store. I'll put the link at the top, and you can see directly, like, get prices. And I don't like quoting prices because they change so often, more or less. Like if the price on this dropped next month to $40 a month, somebody might go, I could do that. So I don't like doing that. Satellite communication has got a lot less expensive, and the more of us that buy it, the more people using it, the less expensive it will become. But this is the way of the future. Satellite cell phones are the way of the future. Okay, that's the only place they can go from here. But Iridium, I use Blue Cosmo as my provider. They do a wonderful job. They're great people. Customer service is spot on. All that stuff. It is kind of hokey dialing it, like especially the first time. There's a lot of numbers, but you can save numbers in it. It's like an old school, cell phone. Like you can save numbers and TX9 and all that kind of shit. In there, and then so primary cell phone, alternate, spot, contingency, sat phone, emergency, ham radio. Now I use ham radio for like line of sight stuff. I don't use it to talk to people across the world. I know people do that and they're all hung up on that. That's not what I use it for. And but anyway, so get your ham license, learn how to use ham. I got a big ham radio, fucking 10,000 watt radio. I can talk to fucking China or whatever. I don't know. But like, I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to turn it on. So if somebody figure that shit out, you can be my radio guy. But all these come with, are available with like holders, things like that for various off-road vehicles and stuff. And all that kind of. This is a RAM mount. That's the top line is RAM. But if you have questions, I'll try to answer them. But first, follow the links and read the descriptions of the products and all that before you ask me questions about the products that you're about to ask me. So it'd just make all of our lives easier if you would just go check the links, read the stuff, and all that stuff. Okay, that would make it easier for me. Primary, alternate, contingency, emergency. Bad things are on the horizon. Please make sure your batteries are charged on everything. Make sure you have spare battery stuff for like your cell phone, that you can keep your cell phone up. If you have radios, make sure you have like the AA battery, pack. They'll fit AA's. So if your regular battery goes dead, you can keep jamming AA's and everything to keep that radio going. Stuff like that. What else? And again, make sure that you do not have any loved ones or people you care about in major metropolitan democratically controlled cities on election night. It will certainly be interesting. This is James Yeager for Tactical Response, reminding you that your responsibility to be ready for the fight never ends.